Bonjour tout le monde.
Right, morning. It's about 5:30. Pretty decent sleep, but I think that was sponsored by Captain Morgan. Apologies if I've still got a bit of a morning throat. I think we'll have a new hashtag on this trip, and the hashtag is going to be hashtag airtight, concerning the packraft, and my pillow has got a little bit of a slow leak in it as well. So that was a bit of an issue, but it is an absolute beautiful morning. I'm considering jumping in the river, but that is a consideration. It is going to be some coffee, because I really fancy some coffee, and just crack on and get some breakfast going and just get down the river, because it looks like it's going to be an absolute cracking day. So camp chores on. Okay. Bingo. Bingo. Right, so we're going to give this one a go this morning. This is a typical Polish breakfast sausage. Well, not just breakfast sausage, it's eaten quite a lot actually. It's called kaszanka. It's basically black pudding, and this is mixed with kasha, which is buckwheat. I've never had this out of a tin before. It normally comes in like the typical sort of sausage shape, but let's have a look-see. It looks like Felix, but I'm gonna just stick it in this and give it a bit of a cook up. I reckon it's going to be really good, to be honest. Well, it smells how it's supposed to smell anyway. So.
It looks really good. Right, a rapser.
Wonderful, thank you very much.
There we go.
Smashing.
Some scrambled eggs. Do you want that in, kind of in a line?
Yeah, that'd be great, thank you. Super. That's marvellous.
There you go. Some beer can.
Super.
Go.
Let's get some of this kaszanka out. That doesn't look very appealing, but
I don't know,
it
I think
smells
that looks
good.
pretty fine actually.
A breakfast burrito, I think.
There you go. There's ketchup
Oh,
if you want it.
Do you know what my kids would class this as? A KDV.
A KDV?
Yeah, a ketchup delivery vehicle.
Yes. Like it.
Not bad. then, so that is everything pretty much packed away. Simon's just clearing up the fire there. Packraft seems to have held up very well overnight, to be perfectly honest, so I think marvellous what a bit of spit can do as a bit of lube, isn't it, really? So just give this a bit of a top up, and hopefully it'll be alright for the rest of the day. Right, all packed up. Everything is basically as it was when we left it, apart from a few flat nettles. Cracking night and absolute gorgeous day today. It's going to be a hot one today. So, time to head off down the river. Right, so we are now at Hoxton Broad. It's not actually a broad. Maybe they just wanted one, so they named the part of the river. But yeah, it's a wider part of the river here. It sort of bows out as the river comes around the corner into a wider part of the river. So a nice clear part to paddle in now, and it is going to be a hot one today. It's going to be a muddy day today, I think.
There's a lot of in and out today.
Well, that's the first dodgy obstacle there, so just had to pass that weir. The get-in, not too great, because the amount of water that passes through here come the winter. There's a lot of wash up on the bank there, a lot of sticks and stuff, so we cleared a fair bit of it. But I must say, pretty impressed with how durable these are. I mean, I've paddled these for about a year now, but nothing where I've really tried it out like this, with branches and spikes and stuff, and they've held up pretty well, I'd say, apart from the leaky ring. But yeah, pretty impressed with how they're holding up with all of this. Ugh. It's like stirring snot. I can't actually move forward. Bit of a tight squeeze now. And through the deepest, darkest part of Africa, we are hunting the lesser spotted Norfolk boy. I
don't think we're going to get through there, are we?
No, that's going to be a struggle, I think, isn't it? A no-go, I think. Are you anywhere near the bank, are you?
I'm on the bank here, yeah.
So we're chosen to portage this whole section of the river. As you can see there, it's pretty thick, and it gets even thicker on that section over there. So just ahead of us is the mill, so we're going to walk this whole side of the river and see what it looks like further down. Just had a bit of a scouting mission, and it doesn't look too bad further down there, so we're gonna stick in just down here where Simon is, and then hopefully it's going to be a little bit easier than what it was going through the wetlands of Zimbabwe. But yeah, that was a struggle. That was a real struggle. It was easier for me because Simon had already cut a path through most of it, and it was, to be honest, it was easier just shoving the paddle in the packraft and using your hands on the sedge.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle, isn't it, so far?
That was hard through there. That was tough.
But we're still aiming to get towards Homersfield, but we'll see how it goes. Simon knows this part of the river a lot more than me, and you say Silem is pretty...
Silem, last time I went through there, it was pretty bad. It was overgrown, lots of trees down. It was pokey enough in a canoe where you can, push everything to the side as you go through. But yeah, it may have been cleared since, but we'll have to just see.
We'll have a look-see and see how it is.
Yeah.
Right, we've got to go back and claim the rest of our gear that's over there by the blockage, and we'll get these boats in the water and start off again. Right, so the next saga in Leaky Ringgate, we've discovered what it is actually. So if you take a look, where the valve is actually welded to the packraft just there, it's actually just leaking out from that joint there. So there's not a great deal I can do at the moment here without stopping and sticking a patch on that area there. So it's just going to be a case of just we've got quite a few portages, and probably a few more than what we actually think we've got due to the state of the river. So I'm just going to top up every time we stop, and then this evening what I'll do is I'll deflate the packraft and I'll stick a bit of seam seal around the edge just there, and then hopefully that'll cure overnight, and we won't have that issue tomorrow. Right, a little bit of cloud cover, that's nice and cool. We've just got Hoxton Mill just behind us here. The river has cleared up a little bit, so not so much duckweed, not so many lilies and sedge. Nice section to paddle now. If it carries on like this, it'll be lovely. Right, so a good bit of progress been made. The river has widened out quite nicely now, and it's not so much fodder on the surface. Just had to stop for a bit of an inflate session because I was getting a bit flaccid. So yeah, just making a good way now. We're probably guesstimating on the map there about 1.5k from Silem Mill, and yeah, so far the river is paddling really nicely. Right, we are just at Silem Weir, and it's impassable to actually shoot the weir, so we're just going to get out and just go around. It's not an easy portage here, but we're going to do our best. I think it's a bit blocked here.
It's a little bit blocked there, isn't it?
Alright, so we just spent, well, not a massive amount of effort just portaging the sluice there. And we've just come to this, and it is, I wouldn't even class it as a log jam. It's just, the whole side of the river is just grown up and just, yeah, it's impassable, absolutely impassable. There is a section just over there that I might just take a look at to see whether we can get up and over, but this is pretty poor.
breakaway along here. We've got some.
Right. Right, we made that one. Stinger Central.
Yeah.
Oh. Right, let's just hope there's not too many like that now. Yeah, it's starting to suck it under, that's why I went that way. Get flooded.
Underwater.
I put my boat in there and then I saw it starting to go over the side and I was like, oh, let's try something else. Well, that was quite interesting, trying to get through that little lot there. It would have been nice if the water was a little bit deeper, then we could have shot it. But not today. But we're through. What a beautiful part of the river. I think we can just about squeeze ourselves through there. Covered in duckweed, mud, stingers. If I get to a Homersfield Swan, do you think they're really going to serve me if I walk in looking like I've been dragged through a bog backwards? Right, what's for lunch then, Simon? I've got some flatbreads, some squeezy cheese.
Squeezy cheese. Good. Did bring one of those real tarmac soups.
Actually, that's what I've got. One of that. I might have one of those actually. Le potage. So get out of here, over the road, and on the other side. We're going to get a puncture, it's going to be here. This is really rocky and really shallow. You can see by that little lot just exactly how high the river was in flood this winter. Still in one piece?
There'll be shallows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That got a bit shallow there for me. I thought I'd just get out and walk it. Right, I don't think we're getting through this. Say again? This is you, is it? Right then, well that's it. That's the first leg done. Simon's packed up and he's heading home. So like I said before, I've swapped over to the X1 and it feels so much nicer being in a packraft that can hold its pressure instead of being in like a flaccid boat. But yeah, anyway, so I probably got, it's now 4 o'clock, I reckon I've got, I had a guess, 2 hours. I've got 2 sluices to negotiate and then we'll be at Homersfield for a couple of well-deserved pints. Right, well, so as soon as I've got back in the water after Simon's gone, I've got to portage again. So out we go again. Right, I'm just going to have a quick snack before we shoot off. Some more jerky. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed that with Simon. That was a really good paddle. It was hard. It was really, really hard in places. But it's nice to be in a stable packraft. Non-flaccid. This part of the river is absolutely beautiful. There's a little bit of breeze, but it still is absolutely bloody roasting out here. But just listen to this. Absolute bliss. You know, and this is what sorts my head out, being out here. So this is going to be the last portage until we get to Homersfield. So we're about halfway there now, I think. And this is Workwell Mill. So I think we'll have to do a couple of trips on this one because it's a bit of a hike. Well, that's helpful. This gate's locked. Other one's all right though. So a bit of a schoolboy error. I think I've got one more sluice or one more portage. I was not looking at the map in the right place. So we've got one more, and then we can throw some suds down the neck. Beautiful mill behind us, you can see. Right, anyway, I'm gonna get my paddles down, so I'm not going to do much filming because I want to get to my camp for the night and have a bit of a clean up because I stink and pretty hungry, and get some food on the go. So I shall catch you when we get to Homersfield Bridge. Well, that tightened up a bit. I was then thinking to myself, have I gone the wrong way? Because it really got tight. And then I came across the canoeist coming upstream who was he was thinking the same thing. But the great thing is, he says that I've probably got about half a mile, which is well deserved. Onwards and upwards, proper job. Right then, so here we are. So we're at Homersfield. You've got the famous concrete bridge behind us, and it's famous really because it's the first ever concrete bridge made in the UK. So it took us 11 hours to get where we are today. Bit of an audio issue kicking on at the moment. External mic on the GoPro's playing up, so I've just got the mic on the camera, so hopefully you can hear me. So anyway, I'm just going to go to the pub now and just see that it's all right to camp, and get camp set up and get some food on the go because I am absolutely hank. So just setting up just now. The pub wasn't open when I went over to see whether I could camp, but I just gave them a call and they said, yeah, just set up, I'll come over at 7, which I'm definitely going to do. Hello, I'm camping at a pub. So yeah, so I'm just going to set the tent up. It was still a bit damp left from this morning because I didn't really give it a chance to dry this morning, so I'm just going to leave it open for a bit just to set up and let it just air for a little bit while I get the other bits on the go and get some food on the go. That was a hard day's push, that was. So 11 hours I've done paddling today, and I am chuffed that we're next to a pub. So all set up now. I'm just going to get these shoes off. These are absolutely trashed, they're absolutely hanging off, but I should be able to get back home with them. I can't wait to get a fresh pair of socks on and a fresh pair of pants. But yeah, all in all, a really good day. The only issue I've got is my audio's failed on the GoPro. The external mic's not playing cricket, so it is going to be just audio off the camera for the rest of tomorrow's paddle back to Beccles. So I'm going to get some water on the boil, get a real termat on the go, and just get a load of water on board before hitting the sherbets in the pub. How are you looking? So yeah, I mean that was doable. That was hard work. Those log jams, pretty difficult, some of them, and it is just such a shame that that part of the river just isn't maintained. I think around Silem was probably the worst area, but we made it. We got to Mendham. Part of the way's there. It took me about another hour 20 to get down here to Homersfield, and it'll probably take me, I I reckon it's going to be about an hour and a half tomorrow to get to Bungay, and then it's probably about 2 hours from Bungay back to Beccles, because there's a few portage there to do as well. I don't know why I'm wearing a bug shirt and I'm not wearing any trousers. Well, actually I do, because my trousers are absolutely soaked. Right, a bit of pasta bolognese. Oh, well, that didn't last 5 seconds. Anyway, so we're booked in. It cost a £5 for me just for the night, just for a single man tent. So, quick pint, quick bag of pig snacks, and I want to go and retire because the football's about to start, and I don't want to be part of that. I'm sorry, but I just can't stand around ball. Right, I shall catch you lot in the morning.